Today is day 189 of the podcast, and we're going to begin looking at a new fruit of the Spirit that's known as faithfulness. This is a quality of loyalty. It is a sustaining of character and attributes in the middle of pressure and ongoing time. So I want to look at 3 verses about the Lord, because before we can ever begin to display this quality in and through our lives, we need to see that this is the very nature of God and how He operates with His life. So the first one I want to read is from Malachi 3:6, and it says, "For I, the Lord, do not change. Therefore you, O children of Jacob, are not consumed." This is something that's really important to be able to count on, that whenever we approach or are in contact with the Lord, He will be the same in His treatment and His response to us. The second verse is Hebrews 13:8, and it's kind of like a New Testament version of the same thing. It says, Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. That's sustainable attributes and character. The third verse is Hebrews 3, verses 1 to 6. Therefore, holy brethren, partakers of a heavenly calling, consider Jesus, the apostle and high priest of our confession. He was faithful to Him who appointed him, as Moses also was in all of his house. For he has been counted worthy of more glory than Moses, by just so much as the builder of the house has more honor than the house. For every house is built by someone, but the builder of all things is God. Now, Moses was faithful in all of his house as a servant, for a testimony of those things which were to be spoken later. But Christ was faithful as a son over his house, whose house we are, if we hold fast our confidence and the boast of our hope firm until the end. So here it lays out, Moses is a model of faithfulness as a servant. Christ is a model of faithfulness as a son, and we are being called to hold firm, display a confidence in our walk with Him, and faithfulness is developed as we hold firm, hold fast our confidence, and keep that hope sustained until the end. So, why would a servant be faithful? Well, sometimes due to fear, sometimes to avoid discipline. There's often times that they might do it for reward or just for the sake of pleasing their master, but their motive has a kind of a self-orientation to it. A son is faithful for a different reason, and a son's faithfulness comes because a son has the same image and likeness as the father, bears the same DNA, has the same indwelling motive as the father would. So a son acts in faithfulness based on their identity, who they are. And a son knows the will and purposes of the father and wants to see those released and accomplished and multiplied. So here's today's question. How do you measure faithfulness?